We're back, baby. Except this time we have Akali or Natalie instead of Alana because Alana's home, or she's on her way home on a flight right now. Maddie's on her flight right now also.
I'm actually awake right now.
Yeah.
She woke up.
We have a really great squad mate named Mo, and his dad actually asked us 2 questions, so that's what we're going to start off with. Okay, Sean Nelms, thank you for asking. I know he'll definitely watch this. He's a loyal fan. Shout out to you, the real ones.
Cheers.
So, this is specifically to Natalie. Does Natalie like her shirt Heather left?
I absolutely love them. I love it. Really made my life. I'm gonna wear it all the time when I'm home.
Sean Nelms also asked, how was it with parents there? So, to give you guys a little update, 2 weeks ago, parents came for a thing called PVT, which stands for Parent Vision Trip. They got to spend a week with us doing ministry, hanging out. We saw some elephants. So my dad came, her parents came. There's also a thing that if your parents don't come, don't worry because you can go to
RVT!
You want to explain a little what that is?
RVT is called Racer Vision Trip, and what happens is the AIM doesn't want people that don't have their parents coming to feel like excluded or just be sad throughout the week. Get sent off to a place to do ministry, normal ministry.
Yeah. It was so fun. Like, I miss it, so.
Yeah, it was really cool to get to show them like how we live, what we do, like our friends on the squad, just what life is like, and to see them because we've missed them a lot.
The question my dad asked is, can you bring toilet paper home? He asked twice.
Do you
I
toilet
have
paper?
a roll. I have a roll. You can have it for Tony.
I also have a roll, but he'll be glad if I bring 2 rolls, so. Yeah, cool.
We got you.
So Megan's cousin Bethany asked, tell us how the culture is different in Ethiopia, Thailand, and Guatemala, which is a great question.
Wait,
You want to answer?
I have a list.
Oh!
I don't know where
Natalie has a list for everything.
Yeah, fun fact about her.
I do. Okay, one thing that's like the same throughout all of them is like you have to put toilet paper in the garbage.
I've caught myself multiple times already in this past day that we've been back in the States, like making sure I don't put my toilet paper in the trash can. It's very weird.
I'm just going to read some of it. So Guatemala, fit as many people as you can in a bus or car. Like where you're touching butts with old men, with young men, with middle-aged men. There's also women, babies, all sorts of humans. You like smush against. You become really good friends. You talk in Spanish sometimes if you can. You hand wash your clothes with a pila and a pila. School year ends in October and starts in January. Go. Or you could do this, the indigenous
The elbows.
elbows. Or this one for boys.
Pretty typical.
Get a bus in Guatemala, you go like this. Ethiopia. Coffee ceremonies, mud huts, very sassy.
They're so sassy there.
Okay, Megan.
Oh my gosh.
1, 2, 3.
Shoulders.
Islam is the main religion, so we heard mosque all throughout the day, whether it was 5 in the morning.
We'd be running in the morning. No, no, no.
Yeah. Thailand, you take your shoes off. Yeah, they're very clean. They love to like
Holla.
shower all the time, shower multiple times a day.
You go like this. Swadika.
Sawadika.
Sawadika.
I learned how to play rock, paper, scissors.
Say, me, so, pasaya. Bing, bang, cha. Bing, bang, that, bing, bang, cha. Bing, bang, that, bing, bang, cha. Bing, bang, yeah. Bing, bang, cha. Bing, bang, that, bing, bang, cha. Bing, bang, yeah.
Okay, that's it.
In Thailand, the like feet are like the dirtiest part of the body, so you're not supposed to like point your feet at anyone. But the head is like the cleanest part of the body, so you're not supposed to touch anyone's heads. And you also have to take your shoes off a lot going into places in Thailand. Just it's respectful to just leave them outside.
Mary said, "What is it like adjusting to different countries?"
Rough.
Adjusting to different countries is really interesting because you kind of just have to go in with like as little expectations as you can, and then just kind of be open to learning as you go. Like I don't feel like you really get used to a country for how long would you guys say? Like,
I didn't get used to Thailand. And
well, yeah,
for 2
we were only in
weeks.
Thailand for 2 weeks. I don't think I really understood all of the culture of Thailand either.
It took me a month to get used to Ethiopia. It took me
Ethiopia took a long
It took me
time.
2 to 3 weeks to get
Yeah.
used to Guatemala, but that was beginning. I was really excited.
Yeah, I honestly don't know if I did ever get used to Guatemala, just because it was the first country I'd ever even been
Yeah.
to besides the States. So,
Yeah, it definitely is just a learning process, and you have to just be open-minded to, like, respecting people and whatever are their norms and, like, kind of adopting them as your own.
Transitioning back to the United States will be the hardest from being on the field for so long, I guess. Like, what has been your favorite part? My friend Hope asked this. So, guys, what has been your favorite part of the race?
This is a hard question. I love a lot of the race. I think the easiest way to answer this is probably just saying the people, because that's a really broad answer. But seriously, like, my team, our squad, all the people we've met in all the countries, all of our ministry hosts, all of just the people who have, like, encouraged us, the people back home even, just, like, the people are what make the race even possible. And so they've seriously been the only reason, like, that it's been so incredible, because we've been able to, like, walk through it with each other and, like, be encouraged by each other.
What has been your least favorite food and your favorite food so far? Good.
my least favorite food, injera. I did not like injera.
It's the food in Ethiopia. It's like the typical, it's like a spongy kind of bread thing, and you eat it with your hands, and then you pick up the meat or the sauce or whatever with the injera. It's like a
You only use
spongy,
one hand.
it's a weird texture.
It's good, but it's rough.
And then my favorite food is Teresa's lasagna.
That was
Guatemala, baby.
our cook in Guatemala.
Yeah.
My favorite food has been, I love pad thai, rice, empanadas, tostadas, chuchitos. That's Guatemala. I don't know. What is one way God revealed himself to you that you never expected? Not going to pick a specific example, but like the Lord has revealed himself to me so much. Like he does it all the time. Like whenever I'm actually like seeking him, I see him in anything, like in anything and everything. So that's like something I've been able to learn is like when I am seeking him wholeheartedly, I actually see him everywhere because he's constantly revealing himself to me. Okay, what has been the lowest moment for you and what has been the best moment for you?
My lowest moment was probably around Christmas time, just because like I was very homesick at the time and I wasn't really sure how to deal with like just the change and how Ethiopia was just so it's so different. Like it's just very different in Africa. I remember journaling that day and I was like, this was the hardest day on the race. And then the Lord showed up and I opened some cards from home and I was just like, I'm gonna call my mom, like I just need to go home. And in the card my mom had written down like Bible verses. I forget what they were now, but it was like a lot of it was just like be still and cast your anxiety onto the Lord and stuff, which like then became like kind of my season for the rest of the race.
In Guatemala, we got to hike this volcano called Acatenango, and we slept at the base camp after we hiked for like 6 hours up, and then we got to hike the last hour to the summit at like before sunrise, and then we were on top of this volcano at sunrise, looking over like all of Guatemala above the clouds. It was just, it's the most incredible thing I've ever seen to this day.
Who have you met that's impacted you the most? Okay.
Elsie! Sorry. Elsie is the most amazing woman ever. She was our ministry host in Guatemala, in Pani McKean. I like spent so much of my time those 3 months just like talking with her and getting to know her and like hearing her heart for the Lord. So she was always with us, always like guiding us, and like no matter what it was, like she'd be like, drop everything, go pray for this person. Drop everything, do they need me? Go help them kind of person. And so it was just very much like a 3.2 lifestyle, very interruptible, very much like, Lord, what do you have and how can I help?
The person that's impacted me the most is also from Guatemala. His name is Fieldio. He's a 13-year-old boy I got the opportunity to just hang out with, get to know, play soccer with, and he completely stole my heart. I I just love boys from the age of 11 to 16. I don't know why, maybe because of my younger brother. I just love them. They're just very easy. You just kick a ball around with them and you're friends.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. What's one thing you'd love to tell a future racer before they go on the race?
Get out of being afraid. Just get out of that. Because that's what's going to stop you from going, especially at training camp. Just get out of being afraid of it.
Get through training camp.
Get through training
That's
camp.
my advice.
The worst part of the race
is
training camp.
Seriously.
Nothing is worse.
And it's just a really good experience too. As much as I hated it, I learned so much from those 10 days. And I'm telling you, the race, the past 6.5 months with these people have been literally the best season of my life. It's been really hard at times, but it's so good. It's so fun. How is this my life? I think I ask myself that question every single day. How is this my life? I'm in the middle of hot springs playing with cute little Thai children. How is this my life? I'm playing soccer in Guatemala with my favorite boys. How is this my life? I'm teaching English to little kids in Ethiopia. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
Do you have hot showers or cold ones?
Mostly cold, but depends on where you are.
That's good. Most likely to get arrested. Guess who said this? James.
Jimmy.
Jimmy. Sorry, I should have asked this when Mom was here. I'm sorry. Who's most likely to get arrested?
On
I feel
our team?
like on our team.
I think Alana.
Really, I think Maddie.
Oh,
I feel like Maddie is too smooth.
okay, sorry, Alana.
She can talk her
Then
way
I
out of
think
it.
me maybe. Iced or hot coffee? This is
Iced.
also from James. I hate coffee, so can't answer
Iced.
this.
Ice, because also ice is kind of rare. Okay, not true, but ice is just more difficult to find in other countries. So a lot of the time, if you can get iced coffee, have iced coffee.
Farm or city? Also from James. Both. Well, city. But farms, we just came back from a farm.
So I have a hard heart towards a farm.
So I loved the farm. It was the Lord just showed up in incredible ways, and he just knew I needed those 4 days at the farm before finding out that I had to go home. So it was a really special time. But I think I enjoy the city more.
Yeah, but I definitely choose the city over that just because of it's more real life, I guess, and it makes you choose into learning more and I don't know, being more intentional with people because you are distracted by other things, and that's your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really good.
That's good. And how many tattoos do you have now? Okay, I started on the race with 0, and now I have 3. What did you start on the race
I
with?
started the race with 2, now I have 5.
I started the race with 2, and now I have 4.
And we'll give you a close-up of them right now. Okay, Tony asked my dad, what has been your favorite country and why? Guatemala, because the Lord showed his love for me through my love for Pani Makin, the village I was at. That's why Guatemala is my favorite.
I think Ethiopia because I learned the simplicity of life and how to really get through the hard things and not just try to avoid them.
That's so good.
I think we only got to spend 2 weeks in Thailand, but I fell in love with it, and it makes me really sad that we didn't get to spend 3 months there because I do think that would have been my favorite country. But just based on the amount of time we actually got on the race, I think I'd say Guatemala.
Tony also asked my dad, best airport you've been to? Oh, Bangkok.
Bangkok one was bougie.
Oh,
That was so
and it's
good.
we were in the middle of Africa for so long, and then we got Subway, and
Krispy
McDonald's,
Starbucks.
Krispy Kreme, and Starbucks. So I think that made it a little better. Bangkok. Megan's grandma,
Linda, I
Linda.
love you.
Have you been able to share Jesus with those you come in contact? Yes.
It's cool how you can literally just show the love of the Lord based on how you live and how you love other people. I don't know, we've been able to share Jesus with people even if that wasn't verbal. And a lot of times we have been able to share Jesus, praying for people or talking about Jesus. But that starts with how we live and how we love other people.
Yeah.
And that's the best reflection of the Lord.
This is all from Rachel Stevens, Alana's mom. How are you keeping the lice away? You don't. You try tea tree oil and it works sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you get it.
I never got lice on the race, baby.
I got it
I got it once.
twice. I got it twice?
Yeah. In
But
Ethiopia.
it's
I
really-
didn't get it in
Oh,
Ethiopia.
so just once.
Oh, I got it once. Wow.
For me, I got it and I was like, it's fine. It's just part of life.
How are you keeping cool? So this was in Thailand. We didn't really keep cool. It was very hot.
Fans.
There's a
And
fan. and
7-Elevens.
AC is a blessing.
Yeah.
7-Eleven had AC.
Don't take your AC for granted.
No.
What health precautions are you taking? This
Face
one-
mask. And wash my hands.
Yeah, we wash our hands a lot. I personally take probiotics every day, but that's just me. But it's like you just are careful.
I don't do anything, and
We never really got sick, like you said.
Yeah, we-
so.
Also, like for me, I'm like just listening to my body, honestly. Which they even heard me say last night. I was like, I just have to sleep because I need to listen to my body.
are you nervous or excited to come home or both? This is before she knew that we were going. I'm not. I'm nervous.
Nervous.
I'm not excited at all.
I'm very nervous. I do not want to go home.
I do not want to go home there.
I'm like, Lord, like, you know where I need to be and all that stuff. So
What do you want to eat when you get home? My mom's chicken tacos
Mm-hmm.
and Sonic mozzarella sticks and a frozen strawberry lemon.
Just tacos in general.
yeah, I definitely Chipotle because I had Chick-fil-A at the layover and I'm having it now. But I definitely want Chipotle and apple juice and pancakes. My mom makes these really amazing homemade pancakes, which she's making me in the morning.
Sick.
Thanks,
I'm
Mom.
excited. Okay, Mariah, my best friend, asked, where's the most interesting place you've used the restroom? We have squatty potties at the farm, but the most interesting place,
Is it Cornwall?
no. It was at the clinic in Ethiopia, like I said. I had to go in this like shack thing where the door didn't even close all the way and there's a hole in the ground. And there was,
Toilet paper and poop and crap around.
yeah, all around. And then I had to poop on a toothpick, and I did it. And I didn't have a parasite, so that was annoying because I did nothing. So Josh, or Todd, he said, so proud of you and love you a lot, and I miss you. I miss you and I love you, Todd.
Miss you and love you.
Miss you so much.
No, seriously, you're the best. I love you so much. I'll see you soon. This was from Gabe, our
From
Oh,
Gabe.
Gabe.
our friend
Hey, Gabe.
from Guatemala. Saved the best one for last. This is from Gabe. What in the past 6 months has been your biggest personal breakthrough?
I realized at the beginning of the race that a lie that I believed was that I was never going to be good enough for anyone, and that if I ever was, I would be like, oh, finally I've made it. Like, I've done enough to be good enough for God, or to be good enough for my friends or people in my life, and like, finally people are going to just love me, and I'm going to finally be enough if I do this, this, and this. And so my biggest personal breakthrough, I think, would have to be realizing just that I'm enough, and that I can have so much grace for myself, because the Lord has so much abounding grace for me.
Ethiopia, the Lord really just sat me down and was like, cast like everything on me, like process up and like give up and all that, and like just let me hold you, like just let me take care of you, and you won't be an anxious person because I've got you and I'll take care of you through everything that you walk through. But yeah, I'm like so free from anxiety, so
So good.
I think for me, finding a lot of freedom in lies that I had and like chains I had of just thinking I'm always going to be an angry person because I always go to anger first. Like, I'm an impatient person and that's just who I am. Like, I'm the mean person that no one really likes. And the Lord actually like told me I am a woman of patience. I'm slow to anger and quick to listen, slow to speak, and all these things. So it's cool to be the woman I've always wanted to be, and I got to live that out, and I get to continue to do that. All right, well, that was it.
that's fun.
Thanks for asking questions.
Yeah, guys, thanks for asking. We're 3.2, kind of
3,
point.
2.
And Natalie leaves soon.
I leave in an hour.
30 minutes.
Oh,
Airport time, baby.
Separating for a few months, but we'll be back.
Frick.
It's been so fun. We've done life together in 3 different countries. I'm like, go us.
You know what I like is like seeing the aftermath of it, where it's like from at training camp where we didn't know each other to like the end when they like prayed over the teams, like, oh God, like that's why you wanted us to be a team.
Oh my god.
You know, like you know what I'm saying? Like you can see God in all of it.
Bye, guys.
Bye. I got some waffle fries and some Chick-fil-A sauce.
We can't. I didn't tell you, but we can't. Like,
Ramble.
yeah, it's gonna be short again. She leaves in 2 hours. Actually, an hour.
Oh shoot.
She lives in our pick. Mo. His name's Mo.
I like it better the other time. I'm trying.
This, but we have an amazing, not amazing. I don't want to say.
Take 3.
Okay, we have a squad name.
Oh, it went to here.
So,
Oh my gosh.
I'm not drunk. As in Bethany.
Bethany.
Love you, Beth.
Embarrassing. Asked. Well, there's religion.
She can't talk to me.
Muslim. Okay, I'm not gonna put. God, I'm not going to pick.